QA Ninja.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy the QA Ninja here, back with another episode. Today we're talking RG350. It's already been touted as one of the best all-around handhelds around. You can play a little bit of everything on this console here, so I'm going to break down as to why I think it's one of the best out there, give you a full review, and also a walkthrough as to how to get this up and running with PlayStation all the way up to MAME. So stick around, grab a soda or a beer, and let's get into it. It's the QA Ninja Retro Dude. It's the QA Ninja Retro Dude.
Mr. Han, you fought well yesterday. Your style is unorthodox, but effective.
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of Shaolin.
Alright, and here we have it, the beautiful RG350 handheld in all of its glory. Well received, awesome little system here for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to go ahead and get it connected to a computer so we can add some ROMs to this thing. So go to network here. You want to disable login, disable password login, and then you want to click exit. That will enable FTP mode, and then you want to put the USB that it came with into the USB 2. USB 1 will not work for this. Okay, so let's go over to the computer here. I'm going to show you how to connect it to your PC and so we can add some ROMs to this. First, you're going to go to computer up here, then add network location. Then from here, you want to click on next, choose a custom network location, next, and here you're just going to type in the following: FTP 10.1.12, next. And here you're just going to label, I label it RG350 so your computer recognizes it like that. Click next, and then click finish, and here you are. So you have all the folders for the RG350 here. So then you want to go directly to media, and then you want to go to data, and then to ROMs. And these folders here came with the RG350. You can just go ahead and drag and drop. If it's Nintendo, it'll be FC for Famicom. If it's Sega, you can go to MD for Mega Drive or Sega Genesis. Donkey Kong would go into, for example, SFC for Super Famicom, Super Nintendo. Samurai Showdown, for example, would go into Neo Geo Pocket. And then if it's an FBA game, of course, it's going to go into the FBA folder. So that's how you add ROMs internally to the RG350. So the next thing we're going to do is how to add MAME games. It's a little trickier, but first you want to go to data, then you want to go to local and follow along here, go to share, and then the XMAME folder, and then you're going to see a couple different types of MAME. You want to go to XMAME 84. This is where you're going to be adding your ROMs, and then you go to the ROMs folder, and then in this case I'm going to add Street Fighter Championship Arcade Edition. It's got to be the right MAME ROM set. Link will be below for the one that you want to use as compatible, otherwise it will not work for this. I can't tell you how many times I've looked as to how to add MAME games to the RG350 and for whatever reason couldn't find it. So this is how you do it. Now we're going to add games to the SD card. If you say, for example, need more memory for PlayStation games, so this is where I have my SD card. I have it labeled as RG350, and I have in a ROMs folder here a few different folders where I have my other ROMs, a little bit of everything. Alright, but I have my PlayStation games in my PSX folder here, and this is where you can put your bin files or your PBP eboot files. It will take either or, and it runs PlayStation like a boss, like a beast. It really handles it with no problem. 60 frames per second, everything, no screen tear. Neo Geo, and of course where I keep some of my Sega games. And so that's how that works. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and show you some gameplay. So we'll start with the Super Nintendo, some Donkey Kong Country 2, my favorite Super Nintendo game of all time. Probably a top 5 favorite game for me, to be honest, for any system. Just so you can kind of see some gameplay. I'm going to be testing out a few systems, so if you want to check it out, you're going to want to know how this runs. Again, it handles everything very smoothly. No issues with Super Nintendo at all. Okay, now we're going to try Sonic and Knuckles. This is all running from the ROMs I added internally. Sonic and Knuckles runs like no problem at all. Another awesome game for me. One of the last Sega Genesis games I ever bought, actually. Okay, for running MAME, so you need to go into this MAME here and then enter it in. So MAME's a little trickier. For this, you need to go, when you get to the screen, you go to the D-pad, left, right a few times to skip over that screen and to enter the Capcom BIOS. And then for here, you can hold start and R1 if you want to see the frames per second. And then for the input screen here, if you need to change the controls or anything, or the dip switch, you need to hold select and R2. And then you can change anything from here. And then to add any coins to this, you need to hold select and R1, as so, to add credits, and then select and start to get right into the game. And there you go. So you're gonna see Street Fighter Championship Edition running pretty smooth here. We'll pick in Bison. I'm not very good with Bison, but just for the demo here, you're gonna be able to see it's gonna be running pretty smoothly. To get rid of the frame per second, you would just hold start in R1 again. But yeah, there you go. So Street Fighter Championship Arcade Edition. It handles a lot of great MAME games, but you, again, make sure you have the right MAME set for this. Link will be below for that. Otherwise, other MAME games will not work for this, but when you get it from that right ROM set, you'll be fine. And now I'll take you over to PlayStation so you can see how that runs. This is going to be coming from my SD card, RG350 SD card here. It's going to scroll down to the PSX folder. We'll try Soul Blade. Okay. And PlayStation runs super smooth, no screen tear, no issues. PlayStation's always been one of the more forgiving systems to emulate. And this is a great game, great graphics for its time. And there you go. Guys, I hope this was helpful. If it was, karate chop that like button and subscribe. Check out all my other videos, leave a comment below, and see you next time. Peace.